starting point of any feature film is, for as far as the sound team's concerned, is the spotting session. And with the spotting session, in this particular instance, we had the filmmakers get together with us and discuss elements of music and the element of the sound of the creature itself. So what we have to do as a sound team is to provide the audience with this illusion that they're in a 1980s asylum, when in the actuality, let's face it, we're in a set that has been constructed, and we have to give the illusion that it's a fully functional asylum. There are patients. Every time we walk down a hallway, we're going to hear the patients in their rooms. We're going to hear the daily life of everything moving and happening around in that asylum itself. Now, when we get to the second half, there's no electricity. This is dilapidated, and if it's falling apart at the seams, we've got to make it sound like it's falling apart. It's raining, when does the rain happen? When does it stop? What does no electricity sound like? That's the biggest issue that we have, is to provide this non-modern situation in a modern situation in a modern time. On any feature film, you're going to have issues with audio. You're going to have issues that you can't control on set. And these may be, for example, a wind machine. You could have generators, noisy generators providing the power if you're out in the middle of a field. Or the classic one is the rain gag. The rain gag is really where we provide false rain in a stormy situation. We had our characters introduced, and they were in a van coming up the street. They had a blowout. They had to pull over, and a lot of those scenes were shot whereas we were forcing rain onto the van itself, onto the roof, onto the hood. And in real life, it doesn't sound the same. It's not what it should sound like, and we need to control that. Damn it! We need to separate the two. So we need to, as we'll talk about, we'll need to re-record the dialogue itself and add back that rain sound, which creates the illusion of them being in the van in the first place.
What do you want?
In the case of The Tenant, as most feature films go, we ended up doing a lot of the sound effects by just creating them in Foley. And our Foley artists are responsible for either walking with the actors and recreating their footsteps, or cloth movement is another one. Are they wearing leather hats or denim jackets or denim, or any specific thing about their clothing can we pick up on? Or even putting a coffee cup down, or opening a door or closing a door, or lighting a cigarette. Any of those things can be recreated by a Foley artist.
You're getting everything wet.
It'll dry.
To better explain ADR, or automated dialogue replacement, for example, in one scene where we have the characters in the van, and the problem is when they're talking, we've got rain falling onto the van roof and onto the van hood, is interfering with the dialogue itself. It gets the actors into the character, but now if we raise the level of the dialogue, we raise all the rain with it. And plus we have perspective changes where we're looking at one character and switching to another character. We have uneven rain in the background. So our goal is to strip that production dialogue out, replace the lines, get the actors back in, replace the lines, and then add all the rain sounds in afterwards.
Must be the storm. Well, we're gonna have to wait out in the van. Just keep the motor running. It must be the storm. Well, we're gonna have to wait out in the van. Just keep the motor running.
There was one shooting that we did with Justin Smith. We have a scene where his head is torn off and he screams at that point, and they wanted to replace that scream. And Justin tried screaming over and over, and it wasn't what we were after. So Mike Orlowski left and came back from another room with a large blanket, and he put it down in front of the microphone, and Justin said, "What's that for?"
You aren't going to put that in there, are you? Okay.
And he said, "Hold on just a minute." He ran into the back room.
What that boy doing?
And he got this can of...
Brought me in a nice glass or cup of Slim Fast.
And here we go.
He couldn't just use water?
I guess not.
It's thicker.
Oh, God.
Like blood.
So that was messy and really a wonderful sound piece.
Definitely going to the behind the scenes.
Yeah, tell you what.
ADR I kind of enjoy. I don't know if I'm very good at it or not, but I find it very challenging to, to have to do the lip syncing and try to emote the emotion that you want to get. And it's kind of cool because it gives you another chance.
Okay, let's review this first line.
All the effort sessions I had to do today.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
It's kind of uncomfortable, but then again, another challenge because you're trying to, you see yourself on screen and you see this bigger than life thing and you're trying to emote this, this great grunt that's going to sell. So as long as everybody's patient and stuff, it's great and it's actually fun, but it could be embarrassing too though sometimes. Oh darn, I'm losing my throat. Sorry.